If I was an American fan, assuming that you're going to blitz everybody by 40 points at the Olympics, I'd be worried. I would be extremely, extremely worried. If you are a USA fan who will be delighted just to see your country win in the Olympics after the embarrassment that was the World Cup last year, losing to Lithuania, Germany, and then Canada, I wouldn't be too worried. You're still the favourites. Don't get it twisted. You're still the favourites. If another team beats you, it will be a shock. But if you think this is going to be a cakewalk, it's not. Really, really not. Before we get on to things, though, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We are trying to hit 17.2 thousand subscribers by the end of the day. And we are only 48 away. So, anyway, this is the team you've got. This is a damn good team. This is a damn good team. If you guys know anything about the way international ball works, just the way the groups are going to be at the Olympics, and like the importance of cohesion, the importance as far as big men are concerned about knowing the rules, because there's a lot of different rules when it comes to the there's an awful lot of different rules when it comes to like how the game's played, especially for big men. It's not that different for guards, but it's very different for big men due to the defensive 3-second rule, the ability to slap the ball off the rim, which a lot of international teams are going to be more used to that. But USA also have quite a tricky group. You've got a very easy group, very easy game in South Sudan, and the best part about it is that if you are the USA, having a tough group is good because you can afford to lose a game. Just like last Olympics, losing to France was kind of the wake-up call. And then, like, you nearly lost to Spain last time. Let's not forget, Team USA in 2021 were down big against Spain. They had to make a big comeback. And I know they absolutely destroyed, was it Australia? Or was Australia a close one as well? They destroyed somebody along the way. And they also are thankfully not facing the greatest group. Like, there was a chance if they were coming up against qualifier Spain and faced a group in Spain, Serbia, they could have been third in their group. At the same time, finishing third in your group, you still get through. Pretty sure you still get through if you're third in the group. Because it goes into like there's 12 teams, only 4 get knocked out? The brackets are quarterfinals, so yeah, I think you can still get through as one in third place in your group as long as you win a game, so there's not going to be an issue with them getting grouped. But I saw this, and I'd be really concerned if I were you guys. Team USA is unlikely to bring LeBron James off the bench during the Olympics. James expect to start, play point forward, and have Steph Curry play off the ball. James coming off the bench probably won't happen. I spoke with 2 USA basketball sources, cast a series down the idea. James sources will likely play point forward. Now that can be very tricky because who does that mean is coming off the bench? Because like LeBron James is not one of the 5 best players on this team. And I don't think, as someone who thinks LeBron James is the GOAT, I think it's completely fair to say he's not one of the 5 best players on this team. And you might be saying, oh, but like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson started on the Dream Team. Yeah, but the competition's better. You have to beat Wemby. You have to beat Wemby, Gobert, and a bunch of athletic guards who can defend you. You're playing against a team more athletic than you in France with Wemby, who might be the best player in the entire Olympics. So if you're starting LeBron and Curry, which I don't mind starting the 2 of them, the problem is then which one big are you playing? Because LeBron's got to play the 4. Surely. It's like, do you go and play Kevin Durant? Do you start Kevin Durant? Actually, no, you probably do start KD. KD's almost a guarantee. He was the top scorer in the last 3 Olympics. There's no way you're not bringing Kevin Durant on this team. And he's also, like, he's the greatest USA basketball player in the history of USA basketball. You're starting Kevin Durant. So it's going to be KD, LeBron, Steph. 3 players who... 1 of 3, definitely, in LeBron James, who does not... Like, LeBron James, the point at international play is not going to work. It's not going to work. Everything about international basketball, smaller court, no defensive 3 seconds, is literally about second, third side attacks. It's about swinging the ball, going from side to side, and basically using your 24 seconds of the shot clock and moving a defense and eventually getting a shot. The LeBron James ISO basketball experience is not going to win at this level. It's really not. Like, as great as LeBron James is, his system isn't going to work. And so then you're probably bringing Embiid. So that means AD is not going to start. And the scariest part is that if AD does start, you've got no perimeter defense at all. You're going with Embiid and AD, who I don't know about how Anthony Davis is going to do, because we saw with Jaren Jackson Jr., NBA rim protectors that have no experience in international games can tend to struggle. And the last time AD was on a Team USA team, he was outplayed by Kenneth Faried. That's not a knock on AD. Kenneth Faried was unbelievable, but he was outplayed by Kenneth Faried. And then as far as their guards are concerned, like, a Devin Booker doesn't give you anything in international play. But if you're starting a team, Ant needs to start. Like, there are players that need to start on his team. Like, Ant's going to be the best player on this team. The only way I can see it is if they bring him off the bench in a 2008 Dwayne Wade role, and he's going to dominate. And you want to know there's one other player that needs to start. Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday was the second best player at the last Olympics. I'm saying this right now. Everyone was complaining about Team USA bringing Drew Holiday, starting him and leaving Dame on the bench and benching some of their other players. If Drew Holiday was not brought, and they brought Trae Young instead, you guys would not have won the last Olympics. He was the player that brought you through when you were down when you were down at the start against the Czech Republic. When you were struggling against the Czech Republic, it was Drew Holiday that pulled you out of it. Drew Holiday and KD carried Team USA in the Olympics last year. They absolutely carried them. So, I don't like LeBron starting is a purely it's a purely decision being like, we're starting him out of respect. These other teams are too good to start guys out of respect. They are. They're too good. This is not 2008 all over. This is not 1992 all over again. This is not even 2008, where you were like, oh yeah, this is better than the Redeem Team. One, this is not better than the Redeem Team. And two, you almost lost to a team with a 17-year-old playing 35 minutes at point guard. You almost lost to Spain, missing their second best player in 2008. So, the Redeem Team were not as dominant as you remember. The 2012 final was neck and neck right to the end against the Spain team. 2016, you needed a miracle to beat, was it France and Serbia, or was it Australia? You basically had 3 games that were within 5 points and won them. And last Olympics, you lost the game. Like, it's not a formality anymore. This is the best team in the competition by far. But they need to play like this is the Olympics. I haven't even mentioned Jason Tatum. If you're starting the best possible team right now, you are starting Drew Holiday at the 1. You are playing Ant. You are playing Tatum. You are playing Kevin Durant. And you are playing one of Embiid, Bam, or Anthony Davis at the 5. I don't really mind. Probably Embiid just to match up physicality-wise with the size of some of the other team centers. And then when you're playing France, you switch that up. When you're playing France, you start Embiid and Anthony Davis. You keep Kevin Durant in that team just because of the way USA basketball is. You keep Kevin Durant in. You keep Anthony Edwards or Steph Curry in. You start Drew Holiday. They are the lineups that are going to win you games. But I have a feeling they're going to start Embiid, LeBron, Steph, Kevin Durant, and Anthony Davis. Which is not the greatest team in the world, or which is not their best 5. It's without question, as far as international ball is concerned, no perimeter defense. Switchability is not as important, and you're going to get hit. You're going to get, not going to get killed, but it's a lineup that has more weaknesses than it has strengths. There's not enough ball movement there. There's not enough shooting there. Other than, obviously, you've got Steph Curry, but it is just going to be a real tough, and I know, I get it. LeBron James, he's shooting X percentage from 3, but it's a brand new basketball. It's a new basketball that they're not used to. It's not the same as the NBA. But this is a team that if they run it like it's an international team, they win. If they run it like they ran the World Cup last year, where Steve Kerr goes and plays small ball, if they want to play small ball at the Olympic level, they're going to lose. They're going to lose. This team, as much as you want to say, is a million times better than the last World Cup team. There are guys on that team that I would take over this team. Mikal Bridges would improve this team, the way he plays. I'd take Jalen Brunson over some guys on this team. But then we have to look at the last Olympics. The last Olympics team was unbelievable. You had Kevin Durant, 3 years younger, coming off the back of one of his greatest ever postseasons. You had Drew Holiday, who was younger and better. You still had Bam Adebayo. That's a team that lost to Spain and Nigeria before the Olympics and lost to France. So it's not a foregone conclusion. And unlike last time where they were going flat out to win, this being a decision to be made, it seems like it's out of respect because there's no other reason for LeBron James to be starting on this team. And look, USA are probably going to win it all. But there are situations where if they went out to win, they'd beat everyone by 30. But I'm very confident they're not going to do so. I'm very confident they're going out there thinking they're the dream team, that, oh, we're here, this is a formality, we've got our guys back, we're going to win, and there's going to be a scare. Whether it's, if you are a USA fan, you hope that either Lithuania, or it's probably going to be Lithuania, they get through the qualifying group. You hope that the scare is a close win against Lithuania or Serbia. But what can't happen is if they end up beating Lithuania or Serbia, even a loss in the group for USA could be good long term. You don't want the team to kind of half cruise through the group and then their scare is suddenly they're in a quarterfinal against, let's just say, like a Spain or a Australia or a France. If they're playing them in a quarter or a semi, haven't been tested, and suddenly they do what they did against Germany in the World Cup and they end up going down 15 points before they realize it. And some of these teams are too good to claw their way back. So I would be scared if I was an American fan. I really would be scared.